have to say, classic cottage charm gets me every time. And in a street like this, it's hard to not fall in love with those beautiful traditional features that you find inside cute vintage homes like these. But I find that with these older houses, the original touches often get a little bit lost over time. Like, just take a look at this front room. There are grand proportions, a magnificent fireplace, and a stained glass window that is so pretty. But it's really been buried by the clutter of everyday life. So my plan is to reclaim this old beauty and turn it into a much more functional space that is also really elegant. Wow, you can really see that the homeowner just loves books. Oh, she loves sewing too. Let's get this out of here, Scotty. It's such a shame to hide this beautiful window. And this desk, well, I can do better than that. Ooh, heavy.
Don't forget the cat.
Okay, wow, now you can really see the wonderful bones that this room has. And what's my plan for it? Well, I'm going to redefine the whole space and I'm going to give each wall its own character and purpose. We all know that colour can play a huge role in our well-being and the way that we feel. I'm using colours from the Dulux Unwind palette, which draw their inspiration from nature. And the great thing about using these little sample pots is that you can then create these swatches in different colours and strengths and play around with them in your room in different light conditions. I think I like this one the best. It's called Pale Tendril, and I'm using a matte finish that will really make a statement of this beautiful chimney breast. It will also complement and bring out the green in these gorgeous original tiles and in the stained glass window. And to unify the look, I'm using the same colour on these two opposite walls. This room is already feeling more peaceful, and the great thing about this paint is that because it's so hard wearing, it makes it really easy to just wipe away most marks. And for contrast, on the other two walls, I'm using a fresh splash of white, which will brighten the room and bounce the light around. With the painting all finished in here, you can really see the beauty of the fireplace. Do you need a hand with that?
A cup of tea would be fantastic.
Oh, and a cake as well? Yep. Now, the old bookshelves that were here were really clunky and dark and just didn't work in the space. So I've had these simple shelving units made to fit these alcoves, which is a really classic solution for either side of a fireplace. The end result is that they look much more integrated and streamlined. Now all that's left to do is just screw them in place. Muscles. You'll remember along this wall, the owner had a conventional desk. It was okay, but it didn't really live up to the elegance of the rest of the room. It also didn't offer a lot of workspace. So I had the idea to create this workbench the whole way across this wall, which will really maximise this beautiful stained glass window, which is a focal point in the room already, and provide some practical space for her to do her work. There we go. Wow, just look at how much more space there is here now. And from this point of view, it might look pretty contemporary, but actually, if you have a look down here, we've got this absolutely gorgeous timber moulding, which ties in with the architectural details in the rest of the room. We've also got a stop arras on the legs, which is really pretty. And to keep absolutely everything uniform, I'm using some decorative moulding up here on these shelves as well. I could have left the desk as a straight line, but we don't want to waste any space in here. So I've wrapped the bench top all the way around, and we've even got a little shelf under this one. Take a look around this room now. With these new additions, it's not only more practical and cohesive, but it looks so much more sophisticated. Do you recognise this? It's hard to believe, but they were once the tired old bookshelves that flanked either side of the fireplace. And look at them now. A lick of paint, some beautiful decorative moulding, and it's like a grand library that now matches the grandeur of the rest of the room. This final wall is the designated sewing station. The owner had her sewing machine in this cabinet, but it's not the prettiest, so we've made this handy utility bench, and it has wheels up one end, which means that you can easily slide it in and out. It's also kitchen bench height, which is great if you want to do some work standing up. As for the old curtain rod, well, I'm repurposing it as a hanger for fabric and samples.
You're making me a man, you always understand. Through the rain and the dark of night, even when the sun don't shine, you and me gon' be here, babe, 'cause we shine, we shine.
Ta-da!
Baby, we gon' make it to the end of time. This loving is forever, you should.
You can't beat florals to add a touch of prettiness to a room. I absolutely love these blinds and the pendant shade as well.
We gon' be here to the end of time. This loving is forever, you should know by now. And I'ma always love you 'cause it's you and I.
These delicate dried flowers have really highlighted this beautiful window. And my goodness, what a difference in here. It looks completely transformed. Remember, it was once over-cluttered and a bit disorganised. Now, it feels so much calmer, so much more inviting. And I did promise you 4 walls, 4 functions, and it's definitely delivering on that. I have absolutely loved reclaiming this room, and I hope that the homeowner loves it as much as I do. I honestly could spend days in here.